Oh, hello,
That
everyone.
that escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Was okay. What the fuck did we do last week?
A great question. Who wants to do the recap?
The Rapacap. If nobody objects, I can do it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, let me remind myself. I forgot to read before we started.
Lol.
Okay.
I do believe we spent a good chunk of our time finishing off our combat. Stupid cats. Finishing off our combat with John, and
Hold in the box. Do that.
even though it started out, we were thinking we're probably not going to make it through this. We actually won, and we didn't kill him outright. We left him. We almost let him bleed out before we decided to stabilize him, but we had him escorted back to our HQ and put into a secure cell where we could essentially keep an eye on him and get some information. But before we transported him, we found the warehouse where Torben's portal was being contained and built, and it was smaller than what we expected. We went ahead and tore it down and kept a few of the magic stones that were powering it for further applications. But we also believe that there's potentially another portal somewhere, and this was just either a decoy or a prototype. We'll have to look into that later. But then we transported John back to our HQ and locked him up in the holding cells, and then Denox spoke with him. And let's see. The most important thing that we got from that is that Torben is trying to speed up the process for Hofkeen plummeting to the surface. He also warned us that when we confront Torben, always watch the flat surfaces. I'm not sure what that means.
I do want to point out, right now, Denox the only one who knows that.
Right. Denox is the only one that knows all that.
Denox went to bed after talking with Torben.
Yep. And the rest of us are either doing something else or sleeping. Don't know yet. I don't think we covered that.
Sleeping. If it was Sean, I would be sleeping.
Now looking back at the notes for last session, feels like it was really short.
Might have been a little shorter than normal, but I feel like it was a pretty average session. But when you spend half of it in combat, that does tend to happen.
Yes. That's why.
Yes, that is very accurate. Thank you. Go ahead and give yourself an inspiration, or the party an inspiration, depending.
Oh, I still have inspiration. Okay, I'll give it to the party.
Okay. Make sure to document that for me. Please.
Documenting.
And we left
Done.
where we went ahead and had you guys taking a long rest, and that's simply just because of the the way the session ended, as well as B, knowing that we were going into this time segment, just made it so much easier anyway.
Yeah.
You guys would have needed to use a fourth time segment, most likely to rest to begin with.
Yeah, Denox needed it, considering he went down the last fight.
So
I got a temporary boost to my constitution.
That you did.
How long are you going to have that for?
3 more days. It's nice to have over 100 HP. How many temp HP do we get every day? So 13. 13. I forgot to add that in. Woohoo! I feel beefy. It won't last. It won't last.
It really won't.
Why can't you two just go lay down and behave yourselves?
He's talking to his cats, by the way.
Oh.
They do this every Friday night. Well, at least he's not running around "Meow" anymore. That's nice. Dick.
Want a blue one? All right. So,
Does anything
or
happen overnight? Is the question.
yes, but you're unaware of it because you're sleeping.
Oh, great.
Lovely.
But you know who doesn't sleep?
Xenos.
Torben.
Oh,
the second
wait.
one is correct.
Oh, yeah, duh. I mean, technically, Xenos meditates, right?
Yes, but here's the problem: just the overlap of information and the fact that other people that you rely to be your information brokers are also mostly human. They also require sleep. So, as morning comes, there's basically word of an immediate kind of council meeting / debriefing. So, as you guys rouse yourselves from your slumber, you guys are encouraged to quickly grab something to nibble on and then make your way to the makeshift council room / war room.
Oh boy.
Enoch just comes in, just throws his ass into a chair with a cup of coffee.
How did you get that donkey in here?
I did not think we would start the day with this.
Well, better the donkey than my first thought, which was you just took your ass off and threw it in a chair. That's kind of weird. Anyways.
Well.
So what the fuck happened?
Zalpip will kind of respond with, honestly, I'm not really that sure. Rel was the one that called this meeting. And as you guys kind of quickly look around, Rel has not yet arrived. That's probably largely due to being situated in the city.
Mm-hmm.
But Zalpip assures you that she is on her way. And in the meantime, they feed you with the they give you the information that they do have. Whatever it was you guys ended up doing in that area seemed to be successful. Shortly after you guys got out of there was a massive amount of there was a massive amount of activity, and basically since then there has been no end to the activity. I'm using that one around the area that you guys were in. So
What do you mean by activity?
That in that area, the ones that have been working with Torben and the others have begun. I'm not sure. I would imagine reconstruction or scavenging for parts and whatnot. But people have been coming and going, taking things up, bringing things in. It's been utter chaos pretty much since early hours of the morning.
Well, that's probably a good sign. That means that the portal we shut down was the portal. If they're running here and there trying to repair it and scavenge what they can from it.
That would be the best case scenario.
Question is, did that put them back?
Only time on that one will tell. I have a feeling Rel is on her way with a lot more information.
Well, if if a lot of their resources are devoted to working in that area, then I believe this might be a good time to make an attack on the city hall.
It's not. Zelpip would be kind of in agreement with you. He'd be kind of like, okay, I could see where that logic would come into. And writer. And as he's kind of agreeing and kind of making conversation with you about what information he has on Town Hall, the doors to your guys' meeting chambers do kind of swing open and kind of just and you see
Oh geez.
standing there, not kind of like flustered and almost winded, a little red in the face, is Rel, and she kind of looks to.
Interesting how a Dragonborn can be red in the face. Or
Well, I mean, it's
Maybe she's a pale dragonborn.
I mean, it's from the sheer kind of like exhaustion in a sense. Like it's like you can tell.
Yeah, I know. I was just. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't even remember. Honestly, I have forgotten what color of scale she is. So, oops.
Gonna have to listen back to the original Mundus when we first met her.
So, I'd have to look too, but she kind of looks to a lot of you guys and she goes, I don't know what you have done. Exactly. Whatever you did, he's ticked. You ticked him off. I'd use a different word, but there's a toddler within 6 inches of me.
We took down a portal, and we took down one of his right hand. Sorry, coffee's not kicked in yet.
Yeah,
and it's a stronger bodyguard, I believe. Not much can be stronger than John.
Depends on where you classify strength, but yes. Thank you. And he, and Ro will kind of be like, he has made several new orders since last night. And things have changed.
Shit hitting the fan?
Sort of, but I don't know to what degree. The first thing is, Jean has been ordered to never leave his side. And he is not leaving his home, for the lack of a better term.
Torben, not leaving his home.
Correct.
Okay.
He is holding up within the actual town hall that he has reconverted into a home. She says with quotes. And that is where the next town hall meeting later today is to take place, within his own personal chambers. Maybe not necessarily where he sleeps, but an exterior chamber nonetheless. And he has ordered all extra hands to the Lich Ward in order to recover what is possible and to begin reconstruction of the project.
So we did hit the actual portal.
I mean, to my knowledge, there was only
Best case
one,
scenario.
but he's also extremely aggravated because his lead scientist, if that's what you want to call him, is, I don't want to say not lost, but like lost for action.
Missing in action?
No. He's present, but his instructions, they're missing.
That wasn't us.
They were already gone when we got there. Or we didn't find any.
Wait. No, it couldn't be, could it?
This could be good or this could be bad, depending on who took them.
I need to question a guard real quick. Well, the paladins. Maybe one of them know. And Deanoch actually gets up and hurries out to look for one of the paladins from last night.
Yeah, easy enough to find one. There's a humanoid gentleman, blonde hair, kind of groggily walking with a cup of coffee and what looks to be like a somewhat baked ring of dough. It looks like he has drizzled some liquid chocolate on top.
I'm just gonna say this guy's name is Greg.
Sure.
just for ease.
Greg the donut guy. Gotcha.
Greg.
Yes. Oh, Deanoch. Yes, sir. He kind of like stands up a little bit straighter.
Last night, when you were removing John of his armaments and armor, did you come across any papers, anything that just seemed strange for him to have?
He thinks for a moment. No, the only thing that we found on him, sir, was kind of like a hand drawing that was torn. The drawing is of a female half orc. I imagine it was his wife or girlfriend. I'm not sure.
Damn. All right. Thank you, and sorry for bothering you.
No worries.
And Deanoch will head
Weird
back.
question. Oh, sorry.
Just gonna say Deanoch's gonna head back to the meeting room.
Okay. I have a weird question for the DM.
Because
I don't think Valinar ever took a close look at this. But in my inventory, and I even went back and checked my Roll20 inventory, I have something labeled as book and notes from a council bedroom.
Okay.
Wouldn't it be
Alright,
funny if that
when
happened to be what we're looking for?
It's
That
not going to, but
No, that happened when we were first looting. when we were first going through the town hall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called what again? I'm sorry.
It just says book and notes from council bedroom in my inventory. Yeah. I don't think I ever had a chance to actually have on our look at them while we were
Yeah,
on
we
the
found
island.
them, and then kind of went to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say if you took a quick moment to look at it now, you would realize it's quite literally just a log of previous council decisions that seem to be written in the perspective of one individual council individual.
Okay.
Never would say any names other than I. He would just say I am upset by this. I don't like the decision that the council majority voted to, or I'm angry because I wanted it to go this way, or I'm very happy that things went this way, etc., etc.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna I just quickly put that in my notes so I know what that is from now on.
Fair enough.
She went to go get more. Yeah, no worries. You have water
Okay.
over
Cool.
here. Yeah. John John Deanoch, you return to the group as Deanoch packs. Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
John returns to the war room as Deanoch packs something.
Deanoch,
You okay there? You having a stroke?
I hope not. I'm in charge of 2 little kids at the moment.
You smelling any toast?
Just you.
No. I no. So, Deanoch, you return to the war room as Valinar puts away a book, or a small ledger.
Deanoch will ease himself back into his chair and take a sip of the coffee he left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that wasn't it. For a second there, I thought maybe John had a moment of rebellion.
Well, I think whatever is happening, I think we should look at the bright side that Torben does not have the notes to, at the moment, rebuild this portal, which means the original engineer and architect will have to start from scratch and do it by memory. That could take a lot longer for him to complete.
And it might have some explosive results.
Perhaps. However,
we could only hope.
As long as he doesn't have a steel trap mind.
If he had a steel trap mind, he wouldn't be panicked about it.
I mean, it could be that the mana batteries we stole could be the one thing that he doesn't know how to do. I'm just hoping at this point. I am fully expecting there to be 13 more portals, all of them functioning, all of them 3 times larger than the largest being here.
but to that point, I think, and I don't know because we haven't been able to confirm how he has been doing this, but I think Torben has been expanding the underground mines so that they incorporate the base underneath the area underneath his abode. Means I'm thinking he can send forces directly from the town hall into the underground mines to attempt to continue looking for whatever it is he's looking for. And I have a bad feeling that what he's looking for is something that would make the use of the portal irrelevant.
Could he be looking for the Archmage that's keeping the island up?
Wrong island.
Hey,
Okay.
we don't know that this island isn't the same.
Yes, you do.
We do?
Pretty sure you
Have
do.
we've been to the very bottom of the island and confirmed that there is no Archmage?
No, but I think you guys got it confirmed by the swimming beast, the swimming
The Kraken?
not
No, the
not-
other one.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The Aboleth?
Yes, by the Aboleth leader. I believe you guys got it confirmed that the Kraken was using their power to keep the island charged and floating and working in
Oh.
and working in
Okay.
tandem with Endervale as well. For that purpose, I'm pretty sure that is you guys had that confirmed, but that was 100 episodes ago.
Yes. About.
Yeah, somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
roughly.
So, not quite. We're probably closer to the 60s. But still,
50 something. I was
God, it's
looking
been
back
that
for something
fucking
else.
long.
so wrong island about the Archmage anyway.
Yeah, gotcha.
But above game, think about what else.
The stones. But it's the only other thing I can think of.
Destroying a stone would cause the island to descend faster.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
Does he know how to destroy a Harmony Stone? Actually, that's a dumb question. Never mind.
Does he not already have access? It shouldn't be that hard to get to them.
Well, they'd be on the underside of the island, so maybe he's looking for a different route where he wouldn't have to climb
Fair
their
enough.
way there.
Well,
Or is he looking?
whatever he's looking
I'm
for.
gonna make you
Whatever
roll
he.
a d20 for me.
Oh god.
Okay.
Just D20?
Yep, this is a roll for
C7.
yeah, okay. She's not sure. Yeah, why not? Let's have another one do it. Katya, you can roll a d20 for me. This one will be for Zelpip.
Bloop. 19.
Yeah, that'll do with his intelligence. He'll kind of think about it for a minute, and while you guys are discussing, he goes, "What if instead he's of aiming for a stone? What if he's aiming for their power source? What if he's going after like Endervale or Kraken? I forget her name.
One tick. Let me pull it up.
I know. I was trying earlier, and then I got distracted by a toddler.
Gotta find the right one. Could be this one. Nope, it was this. Korath.
Korath, thank you. What if he's going after Korath or Endervale?
By the way, that's the spelling.
Oh, thank you. I feel like smashing the crystals would be so much easier than trying to take down.
What if he's not trying to take down one of them?
Take over.
Deanock will quickly pull out a map of just where things are. Where exactly in the map that you have for us in the maps tab is the city hall? Like,
1 second.
is it basically where the dot is? Yeah, you've got multiple things going on all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. It would, I mean, yeah, it would probably be pretty much dead center. Probably with on number 3, guessing.
Close enough that we can say it's in the middle.
Yeah, it would be very close to the middle of the island.
I know Torben is strong, but he couldn't possibly be strong enough to take control over either of those creatures, could he?
Controlled a dragon last time you guys were here. I don't, or at least a dead one. I don't know if that was before or after. You know, what was it? A dragon before Torben gained control, or was it the bone dragon after? As he gained control, what was it before dragon, or was it the bones before? Either way, he has shown that he is capable of bending powerful creatures to his will.
Hmm.
How powerful we do not yet know.
Does anyone know the underground areas
Oh,
in our group well enough to give us estimations?
I have some knowledge, but oh, the whole point of having that labyrinth of an underground crypt was to prevent people from being able to get to those two.
So it could be he's just trying to brute force his way through it.
Right now,
If you have enough undead, just spread them out. Wouldn't be that hard to just. The problem with getting to Korath would be the water. If they're going underground, then that means that they would suddenly have an immense flood. If they're going after Eldervale, the sand should be much easier. Whatever his goal, though. Are there any entrances to the labyrinth that we could sneak into that would give us an easy shot to the town hall?
would not know where those passages are. From what Rel has said, it seems that the passage to the town hall from these crypts has been an addition recently.
Hmm. Question: was the council building the same thing as the town hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys remember the building that you guys encountered?
That Katya actually died in.
We were in the plaza outside when I died.
But like that building was the town hall, and that is what Torben has converted into his own private estate.
Hmm.
So the only chambers that would be currently known of would be the same passage that you guys used
Right.
to ascend the first time, and that would be the only one that anybody would be aware of. And who's to say whether or not that passageway even still exists, since the
Right.
town hall was changed.
Yeah.
Remodeled.
We know that entrance was at the edge of the island, around the Orkjaw forest. We found it once before. I got it written down.
It would be easy enough to get back to it if
we had to climb down using rope, but we did get in there. The entrance was on the side of the island.
Mm-hmm. A passageway was originally meant as a way out, not necessarily a way in.
That's a one way out.
Mm-hmm. Well, the hypothesis was when the island was on the surface, that tunnel led further out and elsewhere, not just to the end of nothing.
Right. We could take our chances and try and enter from there, but I still like the idea of dropping those stones on Town Hall.
By the way, Zalpib, do you think that my ghost could phase these, and I pull out the mana batteries, into the ethereal plane with him? He's gone into the plane himself many times while we're here. But could he take these with him and not detonate them before it's time?
Not sure. It would be... That would have to be something you would have to trial and error, experiment with, because I do not know. I haven't exactly had a ghost at my command. I can travel between planes.
Valar's gonna pipe up. Guys, weird question. Does anyone happen to have a set of divinatory tools, like bones, ivory sticks, carved runes, worth about 100 gold pieces? By chance?
Did you say bones?
Well, they have to be worth like 100 gold pieces.
Dinox got a whole bunch of them in the bag of holding.
I don't think they'd be worth that much.
No.
They weren't for no.
They also have to be like a divination tool. Well, long story short, I have a spell that can just take us directly to Town Hall through a labyrinth. Find the path. But I just don't have the stuff for it.
I don't suppose some zombie Rex teeth will help.
Probably not.
Pull them out of its mouth the last time we were here.
You know what? We're being stupid. And Dinak will pull out the orb.
Oh, yeah.
Just kind of thunk it on the table. So,
we never did use that, did we?
Yep. What's the question we should ask here?
Maybe we should see if Tim can even bring those stones across the plane before we decide that that's even an option. If that doesn't work, then we can ask for the path, the easiest path to Town Hall through the labyrinth.
What?
If they explode, if they don't outright destroy him, I'm also afraid that that explosion might alert Corbin to our location. And if they do explode, then we've used one of two.
You always have a connection to Tim, no matter where he is, correct?
It's not the most precise and accurate thing, but yes.
If nothing else, we have Valinar. What if you just sent him out and had him test it at the town hall himself?
Just do a
And
live.
yeah, test it live. If he explodes, Torben still doesn't know where we are.
I mean, the whole point of going into the ethereal plane is to be invisible to get there.
Right. But if he he doesn't have to go into the ethereal plane here. He could go quite a ways out
Ooh.
before he has to.
And if he's just high enough, then most of Torben's minions wouldn't even notice him, if any at all.
Correct. So it's possible that if it doesn't work, Torben still won't suspect us or know where HQ is at. If it does work, then we just bomb him.
Okay, real quick, above game, did we talk about how to activate or overload these things? I don't remember from last week.
I feel like we did, but I'm blanking. Katya, do you have notes on any of that?
I'm looking.
Yeah, I feel like we said something, but I just do not remember what. There are times like this where I wish that Keen Mind was real. Everyone wishes that, don't they?
Hmm.
Yeah.
God, that would be nice.
I mean, we had to detonate some of them to destroy the portal initially.
no,
so
Tim just bonked it.
Okay. So if he just bonked them, then that means that dropping them from a height, the impact damage should be enough.
No. We took the batteries out, and then Tim went to town on the portal
On
remain.
the portal. Oh.
At least that's what I.
Yeah.
I could have sworn we grabbed
We
some.
talked about just
Oh.
blowing the portal with them.
I imagine.
Because there was only two, correct?
3. We got 3 of them.
3.
Okay.
If it works like. What's a good comparison? Let's say you were trying to fill a bag with water, and eventually the bag will fill up completely, but then you close it off and you keep putting more water in. Eventually it will burst. So wouldn't it just work similar to that? So you just pour magic energy into it?
How much would it take? Because Tim, he may be from a cloud giant, but he only has limited magic.
Could we hook them up together so that one is draining magic from the other?
That's interesting.
There would have to be 2 for a specific reason. So if they're both full, then theoretically, at some point, if you're trying to feed magic one into the other, it'll just burst.
Or
alternatively, and this is probably a one-way trip.
Yeah.
We use Tim himself as the catalyst.
One.
It's also possible we could be completely overthinking this.
That's also completely possible.
I mean, you can always ask your NPCs questions.
Well, I mean, this was an open question, not just to our group, but
You're talking about blowing something up with something that the only person at the table would even remotely understand is Zalpip, and even he,
yeah, basically.
and even he would be like, he doesn't know what that kind of reaction would be or look like. He has no way of telling you where the blast zone would be, or what kind of a damage it could do, or whether or not even Tim could bring it back and forth between planes. That's mainly due to a lack of experience with that material rather than, him not understanding. He knows for a fact if you crack them together hard enough or whatever, it'll go boom, but he doesn't know how big of a boom it will be.
Okay, I'm going to do a real quick roll for decision. Okay, we're doing it live.
I have one more question. Dinoc, did you bring any of the Harmony Stone, the small Harmony Stone crystals, with us that you were experimenting with them back at the Lapita? Did you happen to keep any with you?
Just cup and a thing of silverware.
Since they have, we don't even know how much capacity for magic power that they have, but what if we used one of those as a battery of sorts to overcharge the stone? That way, if it doesn't work, we only lost one stone instead of two.
Boblin would probably speak up and kind of be like, you could also just walk in the front door, right? Wouldn't he be expecting you to come up through the basement since that's what you did last time?
Sorry. The littlest one just had the perfect timing to speak up.
Yeah, he's starting to get hungry again, and Mom's.
I mean,
upstairs.
At the same time, he wouldn't see us coming from underground. He would see us
No,
coming from a
right.
mile away if we walked in the front door.
Not if he's underground. Didn't Rel just say that he was? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me get my bobbling voice. Didn't Rel kind of just say that he's digging, looking for these entities?
But he's been holed up in town hall, is what we've been told. He has his own minions doing all the digging.
He just kind of shrugs. Boblin is not
And
the
then-
most intelligent individual at the table.
I mean,
At the
even
same
if
time,
if he's underground and we went to the front door,
And given that
Well, here-
Cardin is no longer here, he might have the lowest intelligence at the table. Maybe.
Could we teleport inside?
at this point in time, Katya, we may have to risk you having a mishap.
I mean, now that I'm aware I have it, I'm sure I can conjure it up again. But as has been said, the interior of the city hall has been remodeled. What I remember and where we could end up are two very different places. So there's a very good chance of a mishap. Wait a minute. But Valinar has that ledger from inside.
Yeah.
So what if I wanted to teleport us back to where that ledger was?
It was in someone's bedroom, if I recall.
Volnar, couldn't you scry in there?
I could try. Not sure how well it's gonna work. Shoot. Wasn't there like a weapon, like a small weapons room?
Yes.
Okay. Valnar's gonna try to scry on that room.
On the weapons room?
Yeah, that like the little weapons closet we once found.
I believe we were told that divination magic of any sort doesn't work while we're on the island.
Of some sort. I didn't say all magic.
No, some of it.
All
Okay.
divination magic.
Also find out for sure on that account.
What level spell is scrying again?
Level, once I get up there, 5.
Sorry, I have to look a couple things up.
Okay. Oh, I don't have that spell prepared, do I?
Do you ever?
No, probably not. Well, being fair, I took this spell off because I got scrying. And I just thought this spell would have been very handy if we actually teleported inside. Clairvoyance. Let's just look in the next few rooms real quick. But no, I don't have that spell prepared.
Okay, so now this is going to be because I'm going to ask, are you spying on, are you trying to scry on the room or like weapons?
The room
itself. We're trying to find a way, a place to teleport into.
You attempt to cast scrying, and it does not work. You are not going to use the spell slot because you gather that there is not a location for you to scry on.
They've definitely remodeled.
Yeah. I know this is above game, and Katya isn't going to know this, but I do need to ask the DM. It says that I can teleport up to 8 willing creatures of my choice that I can see, or a single object. If I'm using a ledger as the source of teleportation, I won't be able to bring anybody with me, will I?
No, the ledger in that sense would act as an item from that location, which would increase your chances of teleporting. What the spell is referring to is if you were to try to teleport a boulder on top into the space above the town hall, or above Torben or Denoch or yourself, then you could teleport the object and nobody else.
Oh, well, thank you for that idea.
You're welcome.
So let's just build a giant bomb and I'll plant it remotely.
Wait,
Hey,
wait. Couldn't you just
how long
teleport
is it?
the mana batteries?
Yeah.
Say what?
Couldn't you just teleport the mana batteries themselves?
Mm, I actually don't know. Like, my first experience with teleport was when we ended up here. I don't know what all it can do yet. I mean, I could try.
Great idea.
However, if I do that, and well, there's really no way to know if it's successful unless somebody's on the other end to see it happen. Number one. Number two, Boblin's right. We don't actually know if Torben's going to be in Town Hall. He could be underground.
What if you use teleport on the item, and as soon as it teleports, I use scry on that same item?
Is that possible?
Timing is done correctly, yes.
And how would we detonate said stones?
Tim would be there already.
Theoretically, if they collide with enough force with one another, they could explode as well.
Could I teleport them vigorously?
Or, hey, Squirrel, get out here. And out comes Squirrel.
Okay. Hello, squirrel.
Anyone thinking what I'm thinking?
You're gonna have to fill me in.
What if we just send Squirrel there, and that's what Valinar scries on?
The squirrel.
Oh yeah.
I do have a, though not as significant as with Tim, I do have a connection to Squirrel.
Can't remember. Do you have the find familiar spell?
Yes.
You could actually see through his senses too.
Yeah, there is that.
I don't remember the range on that particular ability.
I'm just gonna throw it in chat just so we can all look at it.
Huh?
I don't think there's a range on seeing.
You can telepathically communicate within 100 feet of you.
As an action, but that says additionally
Here.
as an action.
So yeah, there's no range on the sight and the sight and hearing. It's just the range on the communication and the ability to teleport it, or dismiss it and summon it back and that kind of a thing.
Okay. So, Squirrel is going to go off on his own to get inside, and then I'm going to teleport the stones to him.
Yes, and
And he's going to crack him like a couple nuts. Is that the idea?
hopefully on Torben's.
You're gonna try and have Squirrel get into the town hall.
Yeah.
I don't suppose Tim could
Okay.
deliver him.
Oh, let's see. Squirrel, hop into Tim's hand.
Squirrel will do so.
and I order Tim to go to the ethereal plane
Okay.
and try and take the squirrel with him.
Squirrel will drop to the ground.
Oh.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Well, that was an idea.
Yeah.
I wonder how it would work with object though.
Well, let's try something mundane.
Okay.
Can I just pick up like a probably a piece of charcoal
Okay.
for writing utensil charcoal? I just hand it to Tim once he comes back.
Yep. And he will disappear to the ethereal plane again at your whim. And the charcoal will go with him.
All right. So mundane objects. Now, what about? Give me a second. I'm looking for.
I mean, the boon of knowledge is on the table. It's a quick grab.
I'm not.
Why don't we just ask the Boon of Knowledge what the best way to defeat Torben would be?
I didn't even think of that. What is that? What we want the question to be?
That's a very vague question.
I mean, yeah, it would probably just tell us go in the front door.
It'll probably give you a vision of us standing in front of Torben and just stabbing him. I mean, that's not very helpful.
Handful of garlic, a wooden stake.
No, that's just being racist.
I
I thought we went over this last time we were here.
Depending on the wording.
don't remember it.
It could just show you a picture of yourself or yourselves.
Yeah.
What's the best way to defeat Torben? It just shows the lot of you.
Well, shit.
I'm not going to, what is it called, monkey's paw you guys like hardcore on things, but if you ask like a really dumb question like that, I will monkey paw you.
So, what if we tied all three of the stones together? Teleport them to a space inside a town hall that would be, I suppose, up near the ceiling, and then they'll just drop to the floor, and hopefully that'll be enough impact force to cause them to detonate.
Worst case scenario, we just give them the mana batteries that way. That's what I'm so worried about in this whole situation.
Maybe we should just go with the first plan of surprise, and we'll just all appear there and deal with them personally.
You know what? Like I said, I'm just gonna have Tim
Um,
fly up really high.
here's a question.
High enough he's just like a speck.
Hey, guys, why don't we
Mhm.
just try teleporting a regular old bomb in there first?
I mean, that was one of the ideas that was passed around, but
I don't remember that idea being passed around.
Well,
I was
may have
like, why don't we
just
just
made that
teleport a
up.
bomb inside?
well, I think you originally said, Katya, to teleport like the batteries in there, like for that kind of explosion. I think Valinar's talking about like a bomb with a wick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Or a fuse, I guess is what it would be. A wick.
Just like a cartoon bomb.
Or a remote bomb, like what we had before, but much bigger.
A remote bomb will take time to construct. A bomb with a longer wick or fuse, you could scrounge that around very quickly.
I mean, we could light it and then teleport it and
Yeah.
hope it
Yeah,
goes
no.
where we want it to.
Yes.
Well,
What if it happened to be right around the time that the council meeting was happening, so Rel would be on the way and she could verify that it happened?
I mean, hopefully we would just see it.
Oh, right. Scrying, duh.
do you
Okay.
think an explosion would actually be enough to cause one of the batteries to detonate?
Throw a normal bomb in with them.
Just gonna tie
Is
it
that
all
what you're
together.
suggesting?
Yeah, because
Or what if we
I don't
just
know
glued it
enough.
together?
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah. Build a regular bomb with a wick. Glue the magic stones to it, so it's one big object. Light the fuse, teleport, and watch the fireworks.
Just to make sure, I would say to focus on the bomb itself as the object to teleport, just in case
Yeah.
the spell itself.
In case the spell fails, we don't get stuck with the bomb, but the stones are gone.
Well, shit.
Oh
Teleports you guys, and he decides to try to teleport the bomb, but instead, wild magic acts up, and because you guys are still holding the bomb, it teleports all of you guys and the bomb because you're holding it, and the fuse is just. Now you guys are standing in the middle of town hall, going, "Uh-oh."
Well, that's a thing. Someone throw
no!
it.
Wile E. Coyote. Oh boy.
Someone get out a little umbrella.
So,
That'll stop the boulder.
so what's the plan then, guys?
Glue
Build a
the
regular
bombs
bomb.
together.
Build a regular bomb, strap the stones to it,
Target
light the fuse, and
the
go.
bomb itself. Hopefully, it'll
Yes.
recognize the entire object as one.
It will if it's attached. Yes.
And,
Well,
and also,
that's overview knowledge, so we're just gonna say that's what we're hoping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
how long does teleport take to cast?
I think it's an action,
Instant.
isn't it?
I do
Instant?
believe it is instant.
Okay, because it
Instant
takes
Yeah.
is like the duration. He's talking about, does it take an action, bonus action?
Oh, one action. One
minute?
action.
Okay, that's
Okay, because scrying takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oof. Well, then you better be watching that bomb when it goes.
okay.
And scrying lasts how long?
10 minutes.
I think also 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So we
Well,
can
then-
use scrying to find our target, drop it in, and watch the fireworks.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Let's just hope
Now,
this entire plan actually works and doesn't just
while,
end up with egg on our
while
face.
teleporting the item, I will need your ledger to use as a
Oh, yeah.
anchor of sorts.
That's fine. Take it.
Okay. Well, it sounds like we need to build a bomb now.
I
Develop
honestly,
it, if you would.
I'm honestly gonna say that it's easy enough to acquire the materials and stuff. I will say, to do all of this and to prepare and get it all correct, I'm gonna say this will be your guys's kind
First,
of like action for your first time segment.
Okay.
yeah, that works. Wait,
Okay.
couldn't we just focus Torben as the teleport target and just drop it right at his feet?
Do we have anything relating to Torben?
Pretty sure you have a skull.
Yep.
His skull from his previous body.
I mean, his soul was housed in it, so hopefully that connection still worked.
And to me, that's really freaking cool.
Gonna real cool it?
I like that idea. Bomb shows up at his feet. What the? How did this get? Oh no!
So
Huh?
here's a weird question. if he's using the skull as a focus for teleport, could I also use it as a focus for scrying?
Whoa.
Or can it not
Yes.
be used for
I just
two
fucking hope
spells at the same time?
using his skull as a focus for teleport doesn't cause the bomb to teleport next to me.
So the skull wouldn't be going with the bomb, and
Okay.
Yeah. Stop. Toddlers. So, this is what we're doing, yeah?
I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Take a
Alright,
break.
this sounds
and
like
come back to
fun.
it.
Huh?
Take a break and then get back to it when we get back.
Yeah, that's
10:30.
It is. Yeah, let's do that. So, guys.
That's
Alright,
gonna be. This is gonna be so interesting. It's probably not gonna be enough to kill him, but it will piss him off.
And hopefully
See,
damage
won't
anything
we?
in his surroundings.
We will see, won't we?
I hope it goes off hard, but
Alright.
yeah,
We'll-
I'm ready for
we will
this.
We will be back, guys, in just a few minutes. BRB.
All right.
Stop it. And we're back. I originally went to the wrong screen. That's okay. We're back now.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And we have a plan.
Valinar,
The
state your
plan is
thing.
to attack.
Before we light the fuse to anything with the bomb, Valnar's going to open it up and cast daylight on the inside of the bomb. On all the gunpowder.
It is now a holy bomb.
A holy shit moment.
Put daylight in the chat.
Holy hand grenade. Daylight.
Oh.
Shh. Alright, thank you.
Can you upcast that?
All the
Yeah,
way.
it won't do any good.
Okay.
Upcast it to level 7.
Level 7 daylight.
Just in case.
Yeah. So. Yeah, okay.
Then, I guess to kick things off, Valinar will cast Scrying on Torben.
Yes.
If we're going right into it.
Yes. We will. And then the teleport will go off. So.
Yeah, never mind. I just realized that times on things and whatnot. Okay.
So. Scry is a wisdom save?
Wait, where'd it go? Yes. Wisdom save of 19. He has minus 10 from the tooth. And do you think that we are familiar with him?
Oh yes.
I don't think those things stack. No, go put mom back. I don't believe they do. They?
They're in two separate sections of the spell.
Yeah, sure. Alright.
Yeah, knowledge and connection, two separate things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I will allow
So that's a negative 15.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's because it says by how well you know the target and the physical connection you have to it.
So now, I will say, and I'm just gonna make this ruling because I think it is relatively fair. Find your water. Cool. Instead of a minus 10 for the body part, I'm gonna make it a minus 8 because it's an old skull, but it's still very much connected to him, but it's not an active part of his body. So, but I still really like the idea, so that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been quiet.
Yeah, because why not?
Ooh.
Yeah, dramatic.
Bit tense.
We'll lower the volume a little bit here. So, if we add 13 to your spell save DC, Valinar, what does that make your spell?
Oh God. We had 13 to it. 32.
So the only way he succeeds on this by rolling
Is a nat
high
20.
is a natural 20, and then even then he technically doesn't reach the saving threshold. He just succeeds on a natural 20. So here we go.
Perfect.
Don't let it happen. Trips dice. Nat 1. Nat 1.
Shake the table.
You want to try?
Bump it.
Roll it.
Oh no.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You're giving the little one. He's your lucky number.
I did, but that's because he has magic resistance. No, do not shake that. Which he would have advantage on the spell or the saving throw anyway. So with that, the result is a failure. But I rolled a natural 16, which I want you to know is not even a quarter turn of the die to a natural 20.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like if you pick up a D20 and look where the 16
Yeah.
is, it's
Yeah.
It's right there. It's right next to it. Oh god.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Very close, but luck is on our side right now
Uh-huh.
for this one.
For that one. Now comes the more important spell. Teleport side of it.
Right.
So, you are familiar with the creature. I will give you that. Why is
We have his associated object.
you do. Again, not ruling it exactly as that. So technically there is a chance of failure.
Ooh, okay.
So,
But Katya, make sure after you roll, when you look at the thing, Rip, wait a moment.
Yeah.
well, I don't think there's anything he can do to affect a D100 roll, which is what teleport requires.
Yeah. How about a 97% chance of being successful?
I mean, maybe, you don't know. Maybe there's a 97% chance of failure.
God, I hope not.
Me too. It would be successful.
Perfect.
So, Valinar, what is your spell save DC?
My base spell save DC is 19.
19. Katya, what is your spell save DC?
18.
Okay. So, 18 and 19. So, right? Is that what you said? 19?
Yeah. Yep.
So, what dear?
No.
Are you going to lay him
Oh
down?
jeez.
This is for my upcoming Wild Surge.
10 minutes. Moving around.
I'm gonna try and suppress it.
Hold on a second. I gotta.
Okay.
Your wild magic surge happens with a different, it'll sequence of events.
Okay.
Which reminds me, how close to the council meeting did you guys want to time this bomb, and how short of a fuse did you want?
I would say give it about maybe 10 or 15 minutes before the meeting, so we know Torben is likely to be in the building, but nobody else will be there yet.
Close.
Yes.
And the fuse, seconds.
Yeah, we don't want him to have time to do something with it.
Alright, with that, then he will. I want to make him make 2 dex saves. One is going to be for the bomb. The other one is going to be for the spell. So for the bomb, I'm going to use Katya's. Back out here. And then for the basically to not get covered in daylight, I'm gonna have him roll another dex save against Valinar's. So for Katya's,
I just see him dodge rolling like it's Dark Souls. Oh shit, a bomb! Ah! Oh shit, daylight! Ah! I don't know why that's so comical.
Now, is he med rolling, or fat rolling?
He's speed
Thump.
rolling.
Ah,
He's-
nuts.
He's a quick boy. Okay. That's success.
Damn.
For the first part. He is incredibly dexterous. You guys would remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the second time, actually.
And for Valinar's, even higher.
Oof.
So yeah, he rolled like a 27 for
Oh my gosh.
for against Katya, and then a 30 against Valinar.
Damn.
Dang it.
Yes. However, this is a big boy bomb,
Uh huh.
which means
Did we do things right?
man, who should I put this pain on?
Oh boy.
You know what, Denock, this is your arc. Roll a
Yep.
d20 for me.
Yep. A d20?
Yeah.
17? Is that good or bad?
You lucky son of a gun.
Did I meet the DC?
No. So, this is what I'm doing. I know you guys don't know it, but I'm actually going to show it in stream here. Because I can. There's a roll table in Roll20. Off to the side here.
Mm-hmm.
It goes D4, D6, D8, D10, D12, D20, D100. Barring the D100, I was going to give you the die in terms of damage, whatever you rolled closest to. So can I have both Valinar and Katya roll 6d20 for?
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's gonna hurt.
This.
6d20.
Ouch. I rolled poorly.
42.
37.
The meaning of his death.
That's still a lot of damage. It's, basically 80 points of damage, and no, leave that alone. Ryder, go lay down.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna murder him.
Gosh.
I heard that no.
Yeah. So, Valinar,
Yeah.
your scrying effect takes place, and for a moment, you see Torben kind of walking through the hall with Jean at his side.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
I need to double check to make sure Jean survives. Oh, these are really low rolls.
Please let us have killed him.
I don't know if it's enough to outright kill him, but it's definitely gonna hurt.
Oh, this is so enjoyable.
So much better than the other outcome that it would have been, huh? Where is there you are? Oh no, that's not even gonna get there for Katya. Oh wait a minute, what's your DC?
18.
Nope, doesn't get there.
Hmm.
Misses it by 1.
Nice.
So he will take the full damage. Yikes. Uh, really hurt. Really, really. And so Valinar, you watch as you see Torben and Jean kind of discussing, as they're walking through the hall. You hear Torben kind of being like, "I don't care what we dedicate to it. Get it done." What? And he looks, and you see him like, no. He goes, "What is?" And he kind of looks over his shoulder, and Dinak, you almost see him look in your direction, but he's not making eye contact. And then you watch from where he's standing. A bomb apparates into space, and you watch as Jean goes, "Huh?" And your vision goes white. And do you get sound as well?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh, duh. I was just talking when you could hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your ears immediately begin hurting as.
Oh.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting it.
As you wince for a moment, eventually your sight returns to you, and it's still extremely bright as you look around and you see a heavily injured Jean, who is currently sparkling like a disco ball. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello.
Oh no! What?
I just realized something, and I have to make a couple of checks to see what kind of spells these individuals have.
Oh no, it's the elders.
No. They were in the town hall. No. I realized something that's a slightly different from Corbin, and I kind of forgot about it. So.
Then that means he doesn't have it.
Yeah, no, I don't have it around access anyway. I don't have. The real question is whether or not I still have it written down. Did before. Oh, right there it is. Nope, he did not prepare it. Wow. Well, that sucks for him. Yeah, because it lasts for a period of time. Okay. So, this heavily injured Jean kind of pulling himself from the wreckage, kind of glowing like a sun. And you can see Torben pulling himself as well. Not as injured, but definitely hurt. But you can also see some of Torben's wounds trying to
Oh jeez.
I know I got distracted by The other one. Okay. Yeah, you watch as some of his wounds are trying to close, but they're having a very difficult time closing as he's looking at Jean. And you watch as Jean just burns like the midday sun before the light is extinguished and dust blows away.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah!
So, regular vampires have the sunlight hypersensitivity, where they take damage when they are in sunlight. Since daylight creates some sunlight, that's how I'm gonna roll. Daylight.
Yeah.
We made a light bomb.
You did. I don't think there's a spell called sunlight, right? Like, you just don't have the ability to.
No, I also thought daylight specifically said it created sunlight.
I don't think it does, honestly.
I don't remember for sure though.
Your sheds bright light.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't say anything specifically about sunlight, but I don't know of any other spell that would do something similar. So I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Torben does not seem to be burning from the daylight, but you can tell that it slowed his regeneration. But for Jean, because it was basically stuck to him and not having enough time to do anything. And what I mean by that is, like, basically got some of the stuff blasted into his body, which means every turn
There was no escaping that.
He took 20 points of radiant damage, and within 3 turns it would have eaten him alive anyway. So in less than 20 seconds, he would have lost his life.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Torben's gonna be real pissed now. Alright. We need to get over there and finish him. Now!
And Valinar, you hear Torben. No!
Wait. It's midday, correct?
Ish.
And this bomb blew a hole in the building?
Or was he underground?
It did blow up some of the surrounding areas, but it does not. You do not. I mean, you don't see, but Valinar doesn't see.
Excuse me.
Any outside daylight pouring in.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh well. I'll take what I got.
We knew
It's
one of his bodyguards. I'm taking that.
Literally.
Begins to try and calm himself. And Torben will kind of throw his hand out in front of him and just basically, you watch Valinar as the ground kind of underneath the sensor that you have created begins to crack and crumble. And you watch as two zombies pull themselves from the floorwork beneath location. Nope, sorry. Not. I have to roll. You watch as 12 zombies begin to pull themselves out of this floor in the course of a few seconds. While this is happening, you now see that daylight has kind of died down, Corbin's wounds are beginning to rapidly. And he kind of looks around and he goes, "Fix this. I have a meeting to attend to." Turns and begins walking away as these zombies grab these sections of rubble and trying to push them back into place. It's clumsily being reconstructed. And you watch as one pulls up a broom and begins sweeping dust.
And at that point, Valnar is going to drop scrying. He's going to tell everyone, Torben's alive, but we did kill Jean.
Oh.
And then he's going to quickly cast scrying to contact Rel and go, be careful, he's pissed.
Scrying or sending?
Sending, sorry.
No
Okay.
worries. I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I marked the wrong thing anyway.
She kind of goes like, "Is that what that was? There was a massive rumbling. I think I can see a crack in the town hall, or in his building. Not quite close enough yet."
Okay.
Do we attack now? We need to take advantage of this.
Strike while the iron's hot. We have to get there. Also, Valinar, keep that daylight handy.
Yeah.
We might need it.
Oh, I might be able to do one better.
You're referring to Sunbeam?
Yep.
Ooh. Of course, he'll probably be fully healed again by the time we get to the town hall, but his bodyguard's gone.
Both his bodyguards are gone.
True.
All we have to do is worry about the old lich.
I think the Lich will still stick with Torben. He kind of lost his most powerful allies within the span of 24 hours too.
Try 12.
Sorry, within the span of 12 hours.
Well, I don't need that stat block
Woo-wee.
Just doing the Control Alt and Delete Torben cronies.
Well, to be fair, I actually designed two different versions of Torben. One for if you killed both of his bodyguards, and one if you didn't. Because depending on how many you guys killed, depended on what he would be prepared with.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So he's going to be more powerful.
I didn't
Gotta
say
catch
he
him
was
off guard
more
then.
powerful. Not say he was going to be more powerful. In terms of overall things, he's pretty much the same. There are just a few fundamental things. Oh, and you guys put this back on him.
Oh no.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's going to be focusing on me, though, I bet.
Oh, I'll be focusing hard on him. It's time to get some revenge.
How soon can we launch an assault force?
You mean just bring everybody?
We need to strike him down now.
I mean,
Rally the forces.
We could mobilize everybody immediately, but it would still take us an hour or so to get there. And we are no match for Corbin.
Leave Torben himself to us.
We can keep the Goonies off of him. Zombies and stuff like that shouldn't be an issue. We have the paladins on our side, clerics on our side now. Undead are less likely to break our ranks.
Where's Uncle Enron?
Hold on. Brain stopped.
Uh-oh.
Brain stopped, not game stopped.
I said, uh-oh.
Ah, okay, yeah. He would be present. I would imagining you guys are still kind of in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Rel. All of that
Uncle
could be done
Enron,
from them.
is there anything you can tell us? Anything at all about Korzar that we can use to try and, at the very least, keep him from interfering with the fight?
Don't know how the others would feel, but you could potentially argue with them and sway him with the appeasement of more direct control. Kind of a selfish power is something he's always after. You're offering to basically give him the keys to the city from Torben. I'm sure he'll stand by. Wait for an outcome.
In light of that, I may have an idea that may work.
Because remember, Rel has said that Korzar isn't necessarily working with Torben. He's just allowing Torben to do whatever he wishes. Because it doesn't interest. At least not completely. To my understanding, the project that he was interested in, you smashed.
Oops.
Which means right now he doesn't have much investment in any way, shape, or form. Anything. Already kind of unlikely to engage in anything. Unless he saw a profitable outcome.
You never know what Torben will promise him in the hands of his master. But we'll deal with that when the time comes. Thank you, Uncle.
Of course. So, are we doing this thing? And he kind of stands and begins cracking his.
Let's.
Are the men ready?
He'll be ready momentarily. I'll give the order myself. And Enran will kind of leave and begin heading that. You hear him as soon as the door opens. You begin hearing him shout, "Get a move on, you lollygaggers! We're going to war!" And just yelling. And then you begin hearing people running and rushing about.
Deanoch will turn to the rest of the group. I have one thing to do before we go. If you'll excuse me.
Go ahead.
And Deanoch will head to the cell.
You're heading to John. Okay. You arrive at the cell with John within it.
Private Sanctum still up.
Oh, sorry, I nodded
right?
my head, like you can see.
Passing through it, I come to a stop before the cell doors. Is John still facing away from the cell entrance?
Actually, I would say at this point, you would actually see John doing push-ups. And as you kind of approach, he kind of looks over and sees you and just continues doing his current workout.
Whether it makes the fight easier or harder, Jean is dead.
Watch him pause and Ron probably walked out into the sun.
No, we brought the sun to him.
He stops in the down position and looks over at you with a curious glance, and then kind of goes back to it.
Placing a spell that brings daylight to an area, putting that into a bomb with magic batteries
Fascinating.
that explode, and teleporting it right on both him and Torvin.
And kind of stops and goes, "Use a more." He must have gotten that protection spell he was whining about wrong.
We're going to finish the fight.
Your funeral.
And Enoch will unlock the door.
Stops.
What you do from here is up to you. Whether you stay away from this fight entirely, no longer yours, whether you come after us for your revenge, or if you want revenge on Torvin himself. I will not leave you here just to wither and die. But
Kind of sits back into like a need position. Kind of looks at you.
your armor and your weapons will be in the armory.
Kind of cocks an eye. Really, my weapons?
Denoc closes his eyes, sighs a little bit. We were friends once.
Is Blind wanting to say something? Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
We were friends once. And this very well may be my final act in that friendship. Whether we succeed and kill Torben, or this is the final time I breathe. I at least wanted to make sure. There was a lot of things we could have done different. And I have plenty of regret. But I can't do anything about them. All I can do is continue forward with what I'm doing.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Once. There we go. Sorry. Things were happening. I wanted. I'm going to use my forceful presence on this.
Whoa.
Ooh. You can use it for persuasion?
Intimidation or persuasion.
Alright, go for it.
I've got to give myself everything I can for this, because this is a flat roll.
Inspiration. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I am
Inspiration.
burning inspiration on this. Fuck that.
4s. That's.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you did say forceful presence. Oh, there we go.
Whoa. Oh, how's that?
How's a nat 20?
For a total of 20.
Nice.
Kind of stares at you and look, Dina.
And good luck on all your future endeavors, John. I pray to whatever God will listen, that we may meet again and be able to fix what was broken. Farewell. And Enoch will turn out and start walking away.
The rest of you, as you make preparations for war with Torben, is there anything you guys would like to do?
If there is some sort of sword that I can use that is not a spell, I would like to find something.
Make an intelligence check for me real quick, Xenos, or a history check, whichever.
Ooh.
Dun 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 dun. Where to go? Intelligence or history is probably the same. So we'll do history. 8.
Wow.
I mean, the DC was 5, so
Oh.
because it literally happened last night. The blade John wielded in his offhand looked particularly light.
Oh no.
Who had it again?
Last I
It's
knew,
in the armory.
Can I go and acquire said lightning blade?
certainly may try, unless anybody's interested in stopping him.
I'm probably in the armory getting those things in a place for John at that time.
That's easy enough to do, I would say. Let's say you guys arrive basically at the armory around the same time. We'll say Dinoc got there a little bit earlier, and you can see Dinoc currently holding the two weapons that John wielded the night before, with a little bit of effort. Because one's very big.
More than likely, I've got Tim moving that stuff.
Oh, fair enough. Either way, you see Xenos walk in to the armory.
Xenos.
Dinok, do you happen to know where that... I remember that there was this lighter blade that John had last night. It dealt a lot of damage. Sort of looked crackly, lackily.
You mean that one? And I point to the one in Tim's left hand.
Yeah, that one. See, I would like something to back up my my one spell. And that would suit me just fine.
The blade itself is mostly... I actually think this one is... This particular weapon is actually just like a hilt.
It's just the hilt, so you have to. Okay.
I'm trying to remember. No, I'm sorry. It functions. It does look like a basic long. Looks like a basic long.
So it looks like a longsword. Okay. That would certainly benefit me during the fight against the foe of this Corbin fellow, and in the future. It is not being used by its former owner currently.
It will soon. I've released John and told him his armor and weapons would be here waiting for him.
I really don't think that was a good idea.
Good idea or not, I suppose I could call it the last act of the bond he and I had.
I mean, it's he might turn these against us or still be under Torben's awareness, under his control,
I'm aware.
and just fake him. So why would we instantly give him this before we fight the big bad boy?
Because there is a chance that we will all die in this. Torben is that strong. And if we die, then there's no one left to release John, or even bring him food or drink.
But that does not mean he has to have his weapons and come back and kill us in the back. because he could kill us. We beat him, but if he lands good hits combined with Torben, we're dead.
And I am aware of that.
Well, then you
But I am praying to every god that listens that John remembers our friendship. And at the very least, will avoid the battle in time. If this decision ends up being my death, then so be it. But with my death, John, and more than likely Torben, will have their rage soothed. And who knows?
Well, it is very fun being stonewalled out of a life. Because it's not just your deaths that you are being impacted by, or that is impacting the rest. It is the rest of us.
I do have a really quick question for DNOC above game. Do you, as DNOC and the player, know what this blade is? Don't know if we talked about it or not.
I definitely don't remember.
Okay. Given the fact that you have keen mind,
I know it's a lightning blade.
you would also know that it's the blade that was embedded in the Fire Giant's keep when you guys first
Oh, that one?
because of the similar runic sigils on the hilt of the blade.
I thought that weapon could only be really fully reached from someone who was filled with rage.
Mm-hmm.
Did you miss the part about John being very angry at you guys and also very angry about the fact that he can't save somebody he loves?
And being angry about everything? Yeah.
Yeah. Filled with rage.
Yeah. That weapon was made for him. I don't know why I was sent to get it. It may very well end up being the cause of our deaths.
The individual who sent you after it had no way of knowing that.
True.
And I don't believe you have ever cast Identify on this weapon either. So you don't know the details to which it is. The details of to which it is. You know his other weapon is a flame tongue greatsword.
That's a great sword.
The other weapon is a longsword.
It's a sword that is long.
Teehee. I just don't remember if you guys know what that weapon was, or if you guys were ever told what that weapon was when you were going through the.
Maybe.
Was that Heaven's Wrath? Or am I thinking of a different sword?
You're thinking of a different one, I believe.
He's correct.
Oh, really? Oh,
Hey.
yes. that with the name, I was able to locate it pretty quick.
To the best, so since Valinar knows, I'm going to assume that everybody knows, and Dinok with keen mind.
It is Heaven's Wrath, one of the 7 divine swords from the Demon Wars. John was the only one who could pull it. And the weapon only works as long as the wielder contains both anger and hatred.
Or you guys.
That's what I got on it.
Not the problem.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, well, that is not the problem.
And it might have been, I don't remember now because I'd have to find those specific notes. Those are elsewhere. But it might have been only to, you may have had to have both rage and hatred in order to pull.
Yeah, that's why nobody else could pull it but John. We tried so hard.
Carden didn't hate anyone.
Nope.
But he had a lot of rage.
He had a lot of rage, but no hatred.
Yeah.
Katya was getting pissed at it, but still couldn't move it.
Do with that information as you will, Ram/Dinok. I just wanted to kind of remind you, just because you would very much know that this is a very powerful artifact. I step.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to say because I can tell that Blind is getting
Ideas.
upset.
Aw.
I wouldn't call it upset. He's just very much like gimme, 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 gimme.
Carden is influencing him. The weapon hoarder is influencing him.
Oh, Dinok, all of my characters are weapon hoarders. It's not just Carden.
I don't think Alexi. Eh.
Meh. Meh.
Meh?
Meh meh.
I don't understand.
All right.
Heavy knock-on noises.
Hey,
Meh.
looks like I'm pulling this back out.
I haven't done anything. Jeez. I'm waiting for y'all to wrap
Anyways.
it up because I gotta get to bed.
I know. But you guys are now going off on a little tangent, so shush.
Okay, I shush. You are right.
Xenos, I'm not entirely sure you can wield it. From what I can tell, it feels and truly seems like it was made for John's hand and John's hand alone. But I will leave that as it is. And I will be getting ready to prepare. Whatever comes, may come. And Dinok, the weapons and armors in the location will leave the room, leaving Xenos to do as he will. I think we lost the DM.
No, I'm here.
Uh-oh.
Well, It looks like you got logged out of roll 20.
8.
There you are.
I'm back. Web browser just lost connection for a moment.
Okay.
No worries.
Basically, Zeno. Basically,
He's putting
Dina?
the ball in your court and seeing what you're gonna
yeah.
do.
Yeah, so you just leave the weapons in there and armor in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. It's gonna come back with both swords. Look what I got, guys!
Well, I can't use one of them.
Oh.
So, like, if I could use Flame Tongue, I would take Flame Tongue all day. But I think Xenos is going to. He would go ahead and take the Heaven's Wrath, as you call it.
Oh, John's just gonna get mad at us all now. T-Dog lied to me!
You can add Heaven's Wrath to your inventory. Heaven's Wrath functions as a basic longsword. However, once you attune to it, which for the sake of ease, I will say you spend the appropriate amount of time in attune to the weapon. So it functions as a standard +2 longsword. Okay. It also grants you, because this is in its phase 1 area, it grants you resistance to lightning damage.
Will be nice.
And then as a bonus action, you can turn the blade into the lightning blade that you saw. And it converts the damage from the weapon into lightning. And it gains the finesse property.
Well, congratulations. You just became a lightning rod for my spells.
As a reminder, long swords are 1d8 light, so 1d8 or 1d10 with the two-handed property. But with the finesse property, because normally it'd be 1d8 slashing. With the finesse property, though, it would be lightning. That's what you when you have it in lightning blade form.
Tick, 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 tick.
Yes, I know. I have a loud keyboard.
It's okay.
It sounds old.
Any questions on that
It's
one?
Nope, I think I got everything. I put it on my D&D Beyond. I just took a longsword and did the customize. So
Yeah, I haven't quite made it as an actual weapon in D&D Beyond yet, but I probably will. It's a pretty simple weapon to create, I think, so it shouldn't take me terribly long. But like I said, the biggest things are it's a +2 weapon, you gain resistance to lightning damage, and then as a bonus action, you can convert the damage into lightning damage, and it gains the. So it's still only a D8 of lightning damage, but it's now lightning damage
To start.
rather than.
to be fair, that's better than what I had,
That makes it magical.
which is generic longsword.
Right, and it's it's magical before that because it's a +2 weapon.
Yeah,
Ah, right.
yeah, but I had generic longsword. So now, if you understand my plight at this point,
Can you even use a standard longsword? I thought that was strange.
It's
can,
versatile. Yeah.
Versatile
I-
is versatile is
One or
not-
two-handed.
Yeah, one or
one or
two-handed. Yeah.
two-handed, not. You're looking for the finesse property if you want to be able to use dexterity with.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I would like something else.
No, Heaven's Wrath is a good fit for you,
Yeah.
at least for now.
Partially.
It's a nice backup to when I run out of spell slots. Which is often.
I had that problem once. You know what I do now? I just pass out in the middle of combat. Then I don't have to worry about it.
Alrighty. Well then, with that, as you guys march,
Wait, I would like to check the stores for any healing potions before we head out.
there are no stores. Do not have healing
Okay, well, we're fucked.
because you guys are a rebel force. Like
Fair.
there isn't
Okay.
much available to you, and because you guys didn't really take time to
Make any?
like yeah,
Have-
because there was
yeah.
you guys didn't use any times to make any. It really was not an option.
That's fair.
So that is where we're gonna end session 4 tonight.
Perfect.
And I will check. Oh, okay. No, we'll have 2 weeks. I say 2 weeks because we will probably take the first weekend in August off. So August 4th, we'll probably take that Friday off, just as a heads up to everybody.
But why?
Because I'm moving.
Oh, that's not a good
We're
reason.
supposed to sign for our house on the 31st, Monday, which means on Friday we'll be moving after work and stuff. We'll probably be moving stuff. Then on the weekend we'll be moving big stuff. I won't have things in the new house until
Okay,
and so yeah,
I forgive you.
that weekend we'll probably take off. But next week we will start with you guys approaching the town hall.
Oh, yeah.
Ready. Then that's all I have. Everybody, you'll have a good night. Enjoy your weekend.
Sweet.
And
See you next time.
see you next week.
There you go.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Whoop whoop.